Welcome back to Facts and Crap, second episode in what, like a week? Crazy. What is happening in the world, bro? We're gonna talk about it.
This is Facts and Crap. Facts and Crap. Facts and Crap. This is Facts and Crap. Facts and Crap. Facts and Crap. Facts and Crap. This is Facts and Crap.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of Facts and Crap. Today I want to talk real quick about the coronavirus and about, everybody knows that it's a thing right now, and I don't want to make light of it. I think, first and foremost, if you're making light of it, look, I get it. It's being completely blown out of proportion by the media mostly. And is it serious? Is it something that is taking lives? Yes, then it's serious. Is it more serious than the common flu? It may have the potential to be that, but it's not there yet. In fact, there's a lot of people recovering, and there's a lot of actual funding being put into, I heard a new hospital was built in China in like 9 days or something like that. So we're fighting it, and we're gonna be okay. That said, nobody knows the future, and nobody knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. So that said, where we're at is we have schools shutting down. We have the major sports shutting down. If you haven't been paying attention, there's basically a quarantine on Italy. Nobody's going in, nobody's going out. They're closing everything but markets and pharmacies, I believe it is. And so it's a serious thing, not just to not take it lightly, but also to kind of take it seriously. Look, wash your hands. Don't be overly unhygienical during this time. Take a shower every day. Wash your sheets. I need to wash my sheets on my bed, if we're being totally frank here. Take precautions maybe you wouldn't otherwise normally do, and be safe, guys. At the end of the day, people are going to lose their lives to this, and it may or may not affect you and your loved ones. I was talking with some friends the other day about it, and I think we're all kind of on the same page, and so I come at it from my worldview, and that is that at the end of my life, I believe I'm going to heaven, and that is going to be the best day of my life. So, am I wishing to die? Absolutely not. I don't live my life going, man, I wish I would die today. Now, mental illness and depression is something that I've struggled with, and if you're there and you're having those thoughts, those are serious thoughts, and nobody can tell you that they're not. My core belief system leads me to believe that at the end of my life, I get to go be with Jesus. I get to go be in heaven. And honestly, that's a lot better than anything I'll ever experience here. So you can see my dirty laundry over there. I apologize. I'm trying to keep the camera. So at the end of my life, man, I'm just not worried about it. I'm not worried about when I go and what takes me. You know what I mean? I actually knew someone several years ago. It was a member at my church, and she unexpectedly passed away. Some of you watching this video will know exactly who I'm talking about. I'm not trying to name her or anything like that, but we got a call one day, and she got the flu and she passed away, and she was just gone. And I think she was in her 50s, early 50s. Dude, we lose people all the time. Kobe recently, man. I should probably do a video on that at some point, but people die. That's one of the guarantees in life, and the thing is that a lot of people don't want to face that. A lot of people don't want to talk about that because it's scary, and I get it, man. It's not something that's easy to talk about. You want to know, though, what's going to happen. You want to know beyond a shadow of a doubt. And I believe, right, this is where I try not to get too preachy, but I believe that at the end of my life, man, I get to go be with Jesus, and it has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with what I've done or how I live or my faith. It has nothing to do with this guy right here, this shell of a being, man. It is everything to do with Jesus. When I get to those gates, and St. Peter, whoever's manning the gates that day, looks at me and says, hey, why should I let you in? I'm going to go, here's Jesus. He says I can come in. I live my life for that well done, faithful servant that says, hey, come on in and you get to go into heaven. Now, this is a big theological discussion, and I'm not trying to have people say, oh, you're so wrong, blah, 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 blah. And I don't think people will, but for discussion's sake, man, if you think something different, if you believe something different, I want to hear how that affects you, bro, because I can't really imagine living my life without that kind of security. And that's really the theological topic it's called is eternal security. You know, I have that, man. I have that. So coronavirus doesn't bother me. I'll say that again. I have eternal security, so coronavirus doesn't bother me. Now, am I going to wash my hands? Am I going to take care of myself? Absolutely. Should you do the same? Probably. One other thing I will say is that, especially as a believer, if you consider yourself a Christian, I don't think we should be making fun of people who are stocking up or are preparing right now, because honestly, their fear is real. If you were in their shoes, you'd probably be doing the same thing. Now, I get it. It's kind of silly to stock up as if the world is ending when it's probably not. I think back to Y2K, right? Nothing ever came of that. But the fear is something that people actually struggle with, and their struggle with that is real. So let's just be cautious, man. I want to think of how Jesus would treat those people. All of you guys who watch the Cigars Daily video, thank you. I feel like we're kind of on a new path now with Fact Scrap, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm coming to you from my room. You can probably you've seen the computer. I'm working on active self-protection stuff. This is my new headquarters for the time being, and we shall talk about some things. So let me know what you want to talk about on Fact Scrap. Send me an email, whatever. Drop me a comment, and let's talk about it. All right, guys. Happy Friday. I think I'm going to post this today, and I will catch you later. Peace.
I've been searching for a while now, and I think I finally found it. That thing I've been looking for, that thing that I've been trying to get from everything else in life.